ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి, జేఈఈ అయినా, నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.
So now we can discuss about some applications when the magnets are arranged or when the magnets are suspended in uniform magnetic field or Earth's magnetic field, uniform Earth's magnetic field. So what is the Earth's magnetic field? So we have two conditions, vertical component and horizontal component. Here we are going to discuss about only horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field, horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field. So that is denoted with BH, BH in the sense horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field. So this, based on this, we can discuss about this in terrestrial magnetism, that is means magnetic properties of Earth. In that concept we can discuss about this clearly. So now it is BH is the horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field. So the direction of BH is here. So the direction of BH is from south to north. South to north, and south pole of the earth to the north pole of the earth. So BH in the sense horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field, and the direction of BH is from south to north. You must remember these 2 points. Based on this, so we can discuss about some examples. So first example here, let us say these two are the magnets arranged like this. Two magnets. So let us say this is south pole and this is north pole, and this is south pole and this is north pole. So this is its magnetic moment M1, this is its magnetic moment M2. This is the magnetic moment of the first magnet, let us say magnetic moment of second magnet. This arrangement is suspended in uniform Earth's magnetic field. So the two magnets are arranged in the form of cross, and this arrangement is suspended in uniform Earth's magnetic field. What is the direction of Earth's magnetic field? Direction of Earth's magnetic field is always from south to north. So this is the direction of BH, direction of BH, always from south to north. Direction of BH is always from south to north. Now for example, if this first one makes an angle theta 1, so next angle is definitely 90 minus theta. So these two magnets are arranged cross, that means angle between these two is 90. Two magnets are arranged in the form of a cross. The angle between these two must be 90, no doubt about that. And here it is angle theta 1. Here the concept is, of course these two magnets are arranged in the direction of horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field, suspended in BH. There is no deflection in the magnets. Definitely, if one magnet is placed at certain angle with magnetic field, definitely this magnet must experience torque. This magnet must experience certain amount of torque. Torque formula mb sin theta. But here, of course, these two magnets are arranged at certain angle with BH. Still this magnet does not undergo any deflection. That is the concept here, the deflection. So the magnets does not undergo any deflection. The magnets does not undergo any deflection. That is the concept, main concept. Magnets does not undergo any deflection. So right, now does not undergo any deflection. When this condition is possible, so this is the BH, magnetic field. For this magnetic field, first magnet makes an angle theta, second magnet makes an angle 90 minus theta. First magnet makes an angle theta, second magnet makes an angle 90 minus theta. So that means the angle between this BH and this magnetic moment is theta. According to the definition of the torque, what is the torque formula? Tau is equals to mb sin theta. Of course, here m and b we have, m and b we have. So and angle also we have. Definitely there is first magnet must experience torque. In the same way, second magnet also experience certain amount of torque. But here the concept is the magnet does not undergo any deflection. When this situation is happen, if the torque experienced by first magnet is equal to torque experienced by second magnet. Torque experienced by the second magnets. If the torque experienced by the first magnet is equal to the torque experienced by the second magnet, then the magnets does not undergo any deflection. What is the direction of the torque? Cross product of m bar and b bar. See here, this is m and this is b. What is the direction? It is outwards. What is the direction of the torque on the first magnet? So this is the direction of m1 and this is b bar. Call the fingers towards b. What is the direction of the torque? Outwards. The direction of the torque is outwards. In the same way, for second magnet, this is m2 and the curling of the fingers, thumb indicates inwards. This is m bar and this is theta. If the direction of the torque indicates like this, curling of the fingers indicates like this, and this is the direction of the torque. Torque due to m1 is outwards and torque due to m2 is inwards. Both are opposite in direction. If both are equal, then this arrangement does not undergo any deflection. So that means what we can write here, tau 1 is equals to tau 2. Tau 1, m1 bh sin theta. Tau 2, m2 bh sin of 90 minus theta. Here the angle is 90 minus theta. So bh gets cancelled. Therefore, m1 sin theta is equals to m2 cos theta. So from this, sin theta by cos theta is equals to m2 by m1. So therefore, tan theta can be written as m2 by m1. Based on this, we can compare the magnetic moments of these two magnets. Based on this, we can compare the magnetic moments of these two magnets. Then tan theta is equals to m2 by m1. Tan theta is equals to m2 by m1. This is the first concept. Two magnets are suspended in uniform magnetic field, uniform H magnetic field, so that these two magnets does not experience any deflection. So when this situation is possible, so here torque experienced by the first magnet is outwards, torque experienced by the second magnet is inwards. So torque experienced by the first magnet is equal to torque experienced by the second magnet. Then tan theta is equals to m2 by m1. So listen carefully. This is m1 and this is m2. Here angle is theta 1, here angle is theta 2. Sorry, theta 90 minus theta. Then only this situation is happen. I think we can discuss about another situation here. In this case, another situation. So, second application here. So, let us say two magnets like this. This is one magnet and this is another magnet, are arranged like this. So, let us say it is south north and it is south north, and this magnetic moment is this one M and this magnetic moment is M. So, based on this, let us say it is makes an angle theta 1 here and it makes an angle theta 2. Sorry, from this point, this angle makes an angle theta 1. In this direction, I am measuring the angles here. In the previous case, this is theta and remaining is 90 minus theta. But here, if I measure the angles like this, if we measure the angles like this, then what happens? So, torque. So, torque, for example, what is the torque formula? M bar cross B bar. Let us say it is the BH. So, M bar cross BH outwards. This is also M bar cross BH outwards. So, let us say it is M1, sorry, so M2 and it is M1. Both the torques must be in the same direction. See here. So, M bar cross B bar, what is the direction? Outwards. Here for this also M bar cross B bar, this is outwards. In both the situations, the torque acting must be outwards. In both the situations, the torque acting must be outwards. So, both the torques must be in the same direction. Net torque is equals to tau 1 plus tau 2. So, net torque is equals to tau 1 is equals to M1 BH sin theta 1 plus M2 BH sin theta 2. Both the torques must be in the same direction. That is why M1 BH sin theta 1 plus M2 BH sin theta 2. So, that is equals to BH common, simply it is M1 sin theta 1 plus M2 sin theta 2. BH into M1 sin theta 1 plus M2 sin theta 2. So, this is the target, this is the net torque acting in this situation. See here, according to direction of the torque, right hand thumb rule, M bar cross B bar, what is the direction? Outwards. Here also this is the M direction, M bar cross B bar, outwards. Both the torques must be in the outwards direction. So, net torque is equals to tau 1 plus tau 2. Torque formula MBH sin theta or MB sin theta, but here the magnetic field is BH. So, that is next. Next situation, third application. Let us say this is the direction of BH. This is the direction of the BH, and here it is from here to here length L and here to here length L, 2L actually. So, this is the makes an angle. So, now if the magnet is suspended in uniform magnetic field with certain angle, magnet is suspended in uniform magnetic field with certain angle, then what is the condition? Torque. Torque tau is equals to MBH sin theta. If the magnet is suspended in uniform magnetic field, due to that, what is the torque acting here? Torque is equals to MBH sin theta. Torque is equals to MBH, no doubt about that. So, here what is the direction? M bar cross B bar, outwards. So, that means this magnet must deflect in this direction. This magnet must deflect in this direction. Of course, to reduce the deflection, a force is applied along horizontal direction like this. To control the deflection, for example, if there is no force, we are not applying any force, then due to this torque, the magnet must be deflected in this direction. Magnet must be deflected in this direction. But to avoid the deflection, a force F acts as the horizontal direction. What is the amount of force required to stop the deflection? So that is, so while calculating the torque, torque can be written as force into perpendicular distance again. Torque can be written as force into perpendicular distance. So let us say this is the application of the force and this is the axis of rotation and this is the perpendicular distance. Here it is. So this is the perpendicular distance and let us say it is y and it is theta. Cos theta can be written as adjacent by hypotenuse y by L. Therefore, y is equals to L cos theta. So the perpendicular distance between the axis of rotation and line of application of force. Perpendicular distance between line of action of force and the axis of rotation is, here it is L, this is the axis of rotation and this is the line of action of force. The distance between these two, this is the perpendicular distance. Same here I am calculating here, that is cos theta equals to y by L, then y is the L cos theta. What is y? Perpendicular distance, perpendicular distance. So torque due to the magnetic field is MBH sin theta, but what is the torque due to the applied force? Torque due to the applied force. So the torque is equals to R bar cross F bar or RF sin theta. So here the angle between these two is 90. Angle between these two is 90. So that is RF, that is y into F. The torque is equals to L cos theta into F. L cos theta into F. This is the torque due to the applied force and this is the torque due to the magnetic field. So here if torque due to magnetic field is balanced by torque due to applied force. If the torque due to magnetic field is balanced by the torque due to the applied force, then the magnet does not deflects. The magnet does not deflects. So that means here this is the force torque due to the magnetic field, m bar cross b bar. So r bar cross f bar, this is the perpendicular distance and this is f. So r bar cross f bar, r bar cross f bar, what is the direction? Inwards. M bar cross b bar is outwards, but r bar cross f bar is inwards. Both are in opposite direction. Both are in opposite direction. So that means torque due to magnetic field is equals to torque due to applied force. That is MBH sin theta is equals to L cos theta into F. L cos theta into F. M magnetic moment can be written as 2L into M. So BH sin theta is equals to L cos theta into F. L gets cancelled. This cos theta comes to this side. That is 2MBH sin theta by cos theta is equals to F. Therefore, F is equals to 2MBH tan theta. F is equals to 2MBH tan theta. This is the force needed. This is the force needed to balance the deflection of the magnet in uniform magnetic field. If we apply this much of force, then the deflection of the magnet must be balanced. The deflection of the magnet must be balanced. So that is the situation. So actually this is the direction of the torque due to the magnetic field, m bar cross b bar outwards. So that is MBH sin theta. But due to the applied force, this is the perpendicular distance. What is the torque due to the applied force? R bar cross F bar, R bar cross F bar, that is inwards. Torque due to magnetic field outwards, torque due to this is inwards. Both are equal in opposite direction. So that's why then torque due to magnetic field must be equal to torque due to the applied force. Then the value of force to be applied. So 2MBH tan theta. here the force must be applied along horizontal direction. The force must be applied along horizontal direction. So, that is important. Next. Next application. So, let us say this is the magnets. Suspended in uniform magnetic field. So, let us say it is BH, it makes an angle theta here, magnetic moment. Let us say this is the direction of the applied force. If the applied force is like that, if the applied force is like that, now if the force, in the previous case the force is applied like this, now the force is applied like this, then what happens? What is the perpendicular distance between the axis of rotation and the applied force? L. Perpendicular distance between the applied force and the axis of rotation is L only. So, now in this situation, here also we can calculate torque due to magnetic field is equal to torque due to applied force. Torque due to the magnetic field is equals to the torque due to the applied force. Torque due to the magnetic field, always we can write it is MBH sin theta, no doubt about that. Torque due to the applied force, RF, force into perpendicular distance, that is LF only. LF. So, this is the axis of rotation and this is the line of action of force. What is the perpendicular distance between these two? Nothing but L only. So, that's why I am writing LF. So, here 2L MBH sin theta is equals to LF. L gets cancelled. Then F can be written as 2MBH. F can be written as 2MBH sin theta. So, this is the concept here. So, two conditions. The previous case, the direction of the force applied is like this, then we calculated F is equals to 2MBH tan theta, but here the applied force is like this, the direction is 2MBH sin theta. That is the concept it is. Now, one more application, here it is. If the magnet is suspended like this, south pole, north pole. So, magnet is suspended like this, so that here the string is in untwist position. This is the rigid position. Magnet is suspended with the help of the string. The magnet is suspended with the help of the string. Then, so that initially the string is in untwist position. Initially the string is in untwist position. Untwist position. So, that means if the string is twisted through an angle alpha, if the string twisted through an angle alpha, the magnet deflects through an angle theta. If the string twisted through an angle alpha, then the magnet deflects through an angle theta. So, that means if so let us say this is the magnet and it is suspended with the help of a string. If the string is twisted through an angle theta alpha, the magnet deflects through an angle theta. The magnet deflects through an angle theta. So, due to that deflection of the magnet means definitely there must be a torque. So, here the condition is torque due to deflection of the magnets. So, here torque due to the deflection of the magnet is generally we know MBH sin theta, that is the torque due to the deflection of the magnet, that is equals to MBH sin theta, that is the torque due to the deflection of the magnet. So, now if you twist the wire through an angle theta, again the wire must be regains its original position. Again the string must be regains its original position. During this, that is called couple per unit twist. Couple per unit twist. So, that is equals to C into alpha minus theta. So, how much angle the wire twisted? Alpha. Due to that, how much angle the magnet deflected? Theta. So, that is the C into alpha minus theta. If these two are equal, if C into alpha minus theta is equals to MBH sin theta, so then this situation will happen where C is called couple per unit twist. Couple per unit twist. So, that is the situation. Two conditions here. So, one is due to the twisting of the wire or due to twisting of the string through an angle alpha, the magnet deflect through an angle theta. So, that is the first condition. So, that is torque due to the deflection of the magnet. General formula enti MB sin theta. Deflection of the magnet is MB sin theta. So, due to that, again the wire must restore its original position. Due to that, again wire must restore its original position. During this situation, the couple per unit twist can be written as C into alpha minus theta. Couple per unit twist must be equal to, so deflection of the magnet, that is the concept here it is. Next. So, next, time period of the magnet when it is suspended in uniform magnetic field. Time period of the magnets when it is suspended in uniform magnetic field. Time period of oscillation of the magnets. Time period of oscillation of the magnet when it is suspended in uniform magnetic field. So, how can you do this? So, just like the time period of the simple pendulum, you people very well known about that time period of the simple pendulum. T is equals to 2 pi into under root L by G. In the same way here also we calculated this. See here. So, a magnet is suspended in uniform horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field. A magnet is suspended in uniform magnetic field. What is uniform magnetic field? Horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field. It is suspended in uniform magnetic field. Then what happens? Suspended in uniform magnetic field. If the magnet is rotates to an angle, if this magnet is deflected from its position, then it makes oscillations. Just like here simple pendulum is like this. If the simple pendulum is twisted like this, then it makes oscillations. In the same way, if the magnet is suspended like this, if the magnet is deflected from its position and released, then what happens? It makes oscillations like this. It makes oscillations like this. This is the initial position. If it is deflected and released, then what happens? It making oscillations. What is the time period of that oscillation? So, first same situation. First, what is the restoring torque acts on the magnets? So, tau is equals to minus mbh sin theta. Restoring torque, that is the only thing. If the magnet is deflected, then what is the torque acting on that magnet? General formula, tau is equals to mb sin theta. The restoring torque acts on that magnet. The restoring torque acts on that magnet. Tau is equals to minus mbh sin theta. So, we know for small angles of theta, same, for small angles of theta, sin theta is nearly equal to theta. So, therefore, tau is equals to minus mbh theta. We know tau is equals to I alpha, minus mbh theta is equals to, that is alpha is equals to minus mbh by I into theta. Alpha is equals to minus mbh by I into theta. So, that is, from this we can write alpha is directly proportional to minus theta. So, that means angular acceleration is directly proportional to angular displacement, but opposite in direction. Just like what is the time period or what is the condition to execute simple harmonic motion? Acceleration is directly proportional to displacement, but opposite in direction. In the same way here, alpha is the angular acceleration is directly proportional to angular displacement, but opposite in direction. Alpha proportional to minus theta it is. Now, so from this, alpha is equals to minus mbh by I into theta. Alpha can be written as minus omega square theta, centripetal acceleration, omega square or omega square, like that. So, mbh by I into theta. Theta gets cancelled, ns minus gets cancelled. Omega can be written as under root mbh by I. So, this can be written as 2 pi by t is equals to under root mbh by I. So, t is equals to 2 pi into under root I by mbh. This is the time period of oscillation of the magnet. T is equals to 2 pi into under root I by mbh. In the same way, frequency. What is the frequency of oscillation? How can we calculate frequency of oscillation? So, omega can be written as here under root mbh by I. Omega can be written as 2 pi n under root mbh by I. So, n is equals to 1 by 2 pi under root mbh by I. So, this is the frequency of oscillation. This is the time period of oscillation of the magnets, and this is the frequency of oscillation of the magnets. Where I is the moment of inertia. I is the moment of inertia. Capital M is magnetic moment, and BH is horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field. Horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field. So, that is the situation. So, this is the time period and this is the frequency of oscillation of the magnet when it is suspended in uniform magnetic field. When it is suspended in uniform magnetic field. So, simply if the magnet is just, this is the suspension, if the magnet is twist tail, that means if the magnet is deflected from its original position and released, then it makes oscillations like this. It makes oscillations like this. So in that situation, restoring torque acts on the magnet. Tau is equals to minus mbh sin theta. Tau formula I alpha. For small values of theta, sin theta nearly equal to theta. So from this, alpha directly proportional to theta but minus opposite in direction. So that's why this is the condition to execute simple harmonic motion. So based on same as that of time period of the simple pendulum derivation. So the time period depends on moment of inertia, magnetic moment, horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field, like this. This is the time period of the magnet when it is suspended in uniform magnetic field.